Hey friends,
So the prison
I found a rabbit hole for us to go down together. All right,
planet theory
so we're
claims
gonna,
that the tunnel.
what the
So the
hex? So we're gonna go down this prison planet theory together. Yes, let's listen. Let's watch this together. The, what? Prison planet theory. I'm excited. I've never heard of this before. Although I did hear that we are in a prison planet, so I guess I have. But no, I haven't heard this theory before though.
prison planet theory claims that the tunnel of light, which appears, is actually just a trap. It's
Wait.
designed to wipe the whole memory. So the prison planet theory
Wait.
claims that the tunnel of light, which appears, is actually just a trap. It's designed to wipe the whole memory of the latest incarnation and to recycle the individual's soul into another body. So this tunnel of light, basically, it's functioning to keep an individual's soul kind of in an infinite loop on Earth, if that makes sense. And that's like a core foundation of this theory.
It's like the whole thing of like, oh, when you enter the white light, it's like you're being reborn again as like a brand new baby. And that's the loop. That's the infinite loop that we're talking about here.
There's also a memory wipe that occurs with it. And this causes everyone to have amnesia of their past experiences. There is a small group of individuals that do recall their past lives. And this is kind of also used as evidence for the prison planet theory. And we'll talk about that later. Like, like the past life regression kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like people recalling. We did a whole episode on that. We'll talk more about it. But so the idea is most people aren't aware of this because of the memory wipe. It just feels like a new life. But there are certain individuals who, for whatever reason, their memory wasn't completely wiped and they do recall a past life. And that's used as evidence for the prison planet theory. The prison planet theory also claims that reincarnation is a real phenomenon. And that's like a core belief. This theory doesn't work if that's not true. I want to talk next about the astral realm, the reptilians, and their devious agenda.
We do a sound for that as well.
Yeah, what do reptiles sound like?
We need more Patreon so we can get a soundboard.
Yeah, we send us one. We don't have them in Canada. So the prison planet theory cites that all that I'm thinking about is like reptiles, like, I don't know, like, I'm not even going there. Let's fuck it. Let's move on. Let's push forward. Let's be professional. We're professionals here on this Word podcast. So it cites that reptilians are referenced in multiple ancient cultures across the globe. The references cited, there's a bunch of these main sources, and they kind of all suggest maybe the existence of reptile beings like in ancient times or some shit. So Jainism and Hindu, they have the Naga, whom they describe as half human, half serpent deities. That's Naga. Aztecs worship the Quetzalcoatl, whom they described as the serpent-like god. The Hopi Indians in North America, they have the Shetty, translates to snake brothers. And then African shamans, there's claims of the Chitari, whom they say control the earth. And then Chinese, Korean, and Japanese legends, they reference a race of reptilians called the Kappa, which is interesting because in Mario, those turtles are called Kappas, and they're also reptiles.
That's the connection.
Connecting the dots. The Gnostics, which we've referenced a few times already, they do reference parasitic entities called archons, I believe is how they pronounce it, who use humans as an energetic food source, but they also prevent our souls from leaving the material realm upon the death of our physical bodies. These ancient references are kind of used as a foundation for the claim that reptile beings exist. That ties into this prison planet theory. Now, if we're going to talk about the reptilians, there's a few claims that are made about these reptiles. Not only do they move their tongues at rapid rates, as demonstrated by Izzo, but they are both physical and astral beings. They have been manipulating man for thousands of years, and they're responsible for setting up this soul trap using advanced technology. It's alleged that they operate an energy grid around Earth that sends tunnels of light to recently deceased people to lure their souls. the trapped souls that get lured into the light, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm going to go into the light because, like, fuck it, I'm going to heaven or whatever the fuck. What actually happens is your memory gets erased and then you're sent to another body on Earth. The other component of this is that the reptiles, the alleged reptiles, they feed on negative, lower vibrational energy. So emotions like fear, pain, grief, rage, anxiety, and lust. That's the idea. These reptiles are eating your low vibrational energy and they erase your memory because they trick you with white light tunnels.
Energy vampires.
Yeah. Let's talk about the astral plane. The prison planet theory claims that higher dimensions outside of our three-dimensional reality exist, such as the astral plane. We've talked about the astral plane before. I actually think we did a Patreon episode on that. We've done a lot of Patreon episodes on shit that we're mentioning today.
Yeah.
The astral plane, this is where the parasitic reptilians are claimed to exist. So it's not the physical plane, it's the astral plane. Which it gets, it's confusing a little bit because it wasn't the energy grid is around the Earth. Isn't that like three-dimensional? You know what? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll save it for final thoughts. But when physical bodies die, or when an individual has an out-of-body experience, the prison planet theory claims that the individual's soul enters the astral plane. Now, this is where the trick occurs. In the astral plane, the parasitic reptilians take on the form of God, dead relatives, or, like if you're Christian, Jesus, if you're Muslim, Muhammad, etc. Like whatever it is, they'll take on that form. And it kind of makes the soul feel good and like peaceful and like, oh, I should interact with this entity. But it basically is just used to trick souls into entering the tunnel of light, which is this reptilian technology. So it's a manipulation tactic to gain trust. This is fun. This is from the Reddit post that we were mentioning earlier. This is the OP quotes the Holy Bible to support his claim here. And he says the following, quote,
"And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light."
That's 2 Corinthians 11:14, end quote. There's some references to like tunnels of light maybe being a trick, and that's also used as evidence that the white tunnel of light and the reptilian prison planet theory is a thing.
Say no to white light. Don't go towards the tunnel.
Yeah, say no to white light. Why can't we have red light, blue light, green light?
Black light.
Black light matters.
I was thinking like that doesn't exist, but it does. Black lights are a thing. I forgot for like a second.
Yeah, like you gotta be careful with those though. Like something, like put a black light.
That was my worst fear, going out clubbing, wearing a shirt that I already wore once, or
Did that guy just jack off? Why is he covered?
what's that on your shirt?
What's that all over your
Jizz.
face? Damn.
That's interesting to note that they like manipulate posing as God or something. So it's really, they struck a deal with the churches and religion and big Hollywood. 'Cause we've been taught to always go towards the light.
They struck a deal with big Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I find this theory very interesting. Like we were always told to go towards the light, right? But then this isn't the first, second, or fifth time I've heard this saying that, going to the light will only recycle the soul into another body for reincarnation. And I actually heard some of the beings speak about this too in like channeled messages and stuff, like, that they're trying to recycle our souls. Even with some of the new technology that they're coming out with, those are for soul cycling also. So you got to be really, really careful. There's a lot going on in this world, and we've been lied to so much, so everything is like, it's just so hard to know what's really going on. But I could really see this theory being something that's on the scale of being more reality. And that would be hard because, a lot of Christians, when they die, they're looking to see Jesus. So when they see anybody come as Jesus, right, they'd be quick to go. Quick. And, any other religion. So it's like, it's a really big trap. It's and Unfortunately, some of us don't know any better, so you can go. But we don't even really, you know, it's a lot. What are your thoughts? Like, do you believe in the prison soul trap? Do you believe that we're prisoners here and we're just recycling our souls over and over and over and over and over again? Sorry guys, I am so tired. Like, Benadryl done kicked in, tired, like tired. Okay, and I'm cooking. Well, thanks so much for watching this video with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.